So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's not too bad.
this is easy. So yeah, this is a weird network. It's very social. People expect you to talk to them. I know you're a professional guy. So one of my best friends is Hans Ekman, and he went through the same thing. He was like, I want to do content. I don't want a social fest. What is this? So this is more of a social fest that is slowly transitioning into a business channel. Slowly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
is
they're
there
going
a
to
way to
prefer.
change the? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step over you. So I can change a camera here. Right? I can change a camera here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. There
In
you
the
are.
middle of everything. All right, I'm going to move this over to the other screen
Yeah.
so that I can actually look and talk to you while I'm doing this. There we go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I really dig this platform, Michael, and I appreciate you inviting me on. You are the one that hit me to haps, if you will. So,
Yes.
thank you for that.
You're a perfect fit. You have the right personality. You need a certain personality traits to be on here. Well, first of all, you got to be comfortable in front of the camera, and that's not the average person. And you clearly live to do this. So Haps is a good platform. I think it has roughly 50,000 members. So it's in, it really is beta, and it was brutal at the beginning. It was
So, what are your
brutal.
thoughts, Michael, on it sticking around in the because I've watched so many of these other things. Was it Blab? Was that
Hmm.
one of them, or
Yeah.
um, you
Yeah.
know?
Exact. Yeah. This is very similar to Blab.
Okay,
The only difference with this is because you have seamless, to Twitch, to YouTube, to Facebook, to whatever you want. Like, you can simultaneously have, like right now, this broadcast is playing on my YouTube. It's playing on Periscope, which is dead, but it's for some reason Periscope will still play these. You just don't have the interaction. So
so big question for you, and that is, how do you see this moving? Do you think it's going to go to some sort of a pay format at some point, and the people
never,
that are on right now that
never.
know you don't
You
think so?
you could make good money on here. I make good money on here.
Okay,
I don't make great money, but I make good money. And I'll tell you how you could make money.
yeah, tell me.
You can have people that you know within your inner circle. Once you get, like, I have almost 600,000 views, and my average show in the morning, 500 to 1,000 views within 24 hours. Average
Wow.
show. So what I do is local bars. I promote them. A lot of my friends that are starving musicians, I've been playing their music. So if you want to play music and it's seamless, you just go into your upload here in your studio, and you can upload videos and play video content. So if you're not feeling like you want to be 100% involved one morning, you can play something you already made before that's good quality and just have it in the background. If you have an ad from a sponsor or someone that you're promoting, because I know that you do that kind of thing, you could, once your audience got built, it doesn't take long either.
Yeah,
And
it really doesn't seem like it's hard to build. I was going to ask you about that. A lot of times when I catch you, it's in Memorex, which is going to date me here.
yeah.
Yeah, it's recorded. But is there any sort of
Hello, Lady Sunshine. So
yes,
this is what
indeed.
I do. If I see them, I just say hello. The other thing is too, if you get, now that you've got me on here, and we talk for like 20 minutes, tomorrow you'll have, I don't know, 500 views, 300 views. It depends. Now, if you got Randy Horton in here, we'd have 1,500 views, 2,000 views. A lot of it's piggybacking to initially get known, and that's what I did at the beginning. I've done 176 days of this. I do a morning show every day. I don't know if you watched any of my content.
Oh, I watched quite a bit of it. As a matter of fact, that's what I was getting ready to ask you, and I think Lady Sunshine actually answered the question I have, but I'll ask you as well. When you're going through and playing the stuff that you play in the morning, is it the information? Is it stuff that is like how do you not get copyright violations? I guess is the the question I have more than anything.
Well, if I play music that's by independent artists, most of the stuff I play is guys I know, like Jack DeKaiser, things like that. I won't get a strike. Or what happens, I'll get a warning, but it's not a strike. If you go on Twitch, you can play whatever you want, but then there'll be no audio on those tracks. So let's say
Okay.
you and I decided we're going to have a rock fest one night. And we're playing Kiss and AC/DC, all these bands that are under major labels. There will be no sound the next day. Hi, James. How you doing? Good to see you, buddy. This is a friend of mine here, Wes. So he's new to the platform. I'm just kind of, yeah. So I have a deep, rich family on here, and it's it's very rewarding, and not just in the business sense, but I've developed so many insanely good relationships, and where LinkedIn now I'm noticing is doing more of this format. Now, if you look at some of the business shows I did at the beginning, I would get six of my professional guys from work, and it became very social, and work didn't get too happy about that because it was like guys at a bar. But now I'm noticing on LinkedIn, I'm seeing that where guys are getting on and there's banter and they're having fun. I think customers enjoy seeing lightheartedness and not all seriousness and trying to just sell stuff. You become more human. Do you agree with that?
I do, and what I was telling you about at the beginning of the broadcast, or before I popped you on, I was asking, what you thought about, saying hello to people, and Lorenzo and James and Lady Sunshine and yourself.
On
Welcome.
this platform, you have to.
Yeah, and I can see, I'm starting to see that this is more of a kind of water cooler kind of a thing, and
Yes.
that's
Yeah, that's
awesome.
an awesome analogy. I love that. It is so
Yeah.
water cooler. Yeah. Have you been on Twitter Spaces? That's like going to a bar. That one is ridiculous.
No, I've been doing videos since before the Hello World days. I mean, back,
Yeah.
honestly, pre 2000s. But the technology wasn't there back then, and this is
No.
still dial-up days. And so I've had a great interest in video, pretty much from the get-go. And as you can see, when I show my studio here,
Mhm.
I work at home, so I don't have to worry about a boss getting mad at me. I am the
Yeah.
boss. So, going through and doing something like this, I would love to be able to show, clients and other people, ways to kind of get out there and break out of a, I guess, traditional uh, advertising, because, now at this point, if you have this kind of stuff, and really, I mean, let's be honest, just the phone itself, I mean, you're really your own, press release, your own radio station, your own television station, and
Yes.
newspaper all at the same time. So I just think that people need to know how to do it. So yeah, I dig this platform.
So I don't know if you've noticed what I am. I'm an oddity. I'm very spiritual. I have a smidgen of business. I help promote business on Twitter. I'm an elevator operator at an IT company, and the elevator is 100 years old in an old Masonic temple that has 6 floors, and it's one of those crank style where you have the gate and so. And I'm
I
going
hear
back to
that
work.
job has its ups and downs.
It does. I've heard that
Yeah.
joke a few times. So I love it because it's very social, and I love this platform because it's social, and it was a savior for me to be on here. Can I just show you a couple things with this?
Yeah, show away, brother.
So
I'm
yeah,
here.
so if you hit a comment, so let's say you went to tell us how deep your love is, okay, from James. James is a smart ass, by the way. You'll get
Okay.
used to him. So if you click on his comment, you'll see within the comment, it gives you a whole bunch of options. One of them is to put that on the screen, to invite him in, which is seamless. So if you have somebody in and you'd like to have them as a guest, like I would love for you to invite Hans Ekman. But if you've already invited somebody up and you feel like you are having problems handling the controls, what you do is you go into where you've invited me, and you can let me also be a director, which means I could play videos, or I could play. Now, to answer your question earlier, you can sign up for platforms where you can get a lot of I don't want to be mean, B grade artists or independent artists, and you pay, I don't know, $300 a year, $150, depending on what it is, and you can play music till your heart's content. You will not get any strikes. But when you go on YouTube, you have to put in your key where you've paid for it. So a lot of these crazy videos that I play are part of a streaming service that I've paid for, and there's about 3 or 4 that are big,
Now,
and it
does
doesn't cost
things
much
like
if you wanted to play music or have background music added. Yeah.
do things like episonic sound, is that like one of the ones that I don't know if they have
In,
videos
in in private, I'll tell you the ones I like.
okay, yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
yeah.
because I'm currently getting a deal with someone because I don't mention the others.
Oh yeah,
So
no, I understand.
okay, so I'm trying not to step on my boss's toes. I guess that's a nice way of saying it. But every day I talk to video creators and musicians who are independent, who have no label, but want to be. Because I'll say to them, I get 500 views in the morning. And they go, "You're full of it." And they go, "Okay, check my channel out." And they're like, "Yeah, play whatever you want." And this is what a friend of mine said the other day: just don't say anything spiritual. He's an atheist. So
Yeah.
he's like, "Do not associate my your woo crap with my rock, please. Thank you, Michael." And then he texted me later and he says, "If you're kind enough to play my music, do whatever the hell you want."
Yeah.
But they're all starving because they have nowhere to play. And until the restrictions are up, especially in Canada, we're closer. Like a lot of these guys lost their houses,
I,
or they had to lay off band members.
yeah, yeah. I could see where this would be a really great way that I use a couple of different things to go live,
Yeah,
and almost all of them cost to do
costs money. Yeah,
multitasking.
yeah,
Yeah, so the multicast itself being free is absolutely amazing.
yeah. Well, no, but you also can get paid. So once you become a VIP, um, you get better placement on the channel. And what I mean by that is they'll kind of advertise you within the channel. But someone like you doesn't need that. You really don't. So from the first time you go on here, if you get rewards, once you get up to $200 to $250, as long as you have a PayPal or some form of payment, they'll give you cash. They'll show you money. So I've got about just under $1,000 right now. Just I'm holding. I want them to do Bitcoin, where they pay in Bitcoin, and I'd love not to touch it for like 5 to 10 years. Blab did that with Ethereum, and people sold it when it went double. Isn't that funny? What would
It's
that be
crazy.
worth now? A $16 payment is now $2,000, or what? I don't know what Ethereum goes to now. It's pretty expensive, but yeah, it's all
I
that
was
is dry.
offered Bitcoin early on in my consulting, and I
Yeah,
forget how much it was. It was a bunch of money, and
yeah.
I took the cash instead. And boy, I would have probably been able to retire on what that was.
Well, what I want is to leave it. Um, James is telling me, thanks, James. It's 2,500 now. So that payment they gave on Blab for $16 is now worth 2,500.
That's amazing.
That is amazing, and that's the kind of thing I want on here. I do it because I'm building a brand. I'm like you, and you can get sponsors. So I have sponsors. And what I mean by that is you have people who love you on the channel and they give you $3 to $5 a month every month. So imagine you have 100 people who do that and they give you $3. That's $300. And then you have a few sponsors here and there. It adds up, and then people within the broadcast can give you coin. So yeah. And I remember my very first broadcast, I think someone gave me $20, but I think it was one of the guys who invited me in.
Oh,
And I
okay.
think that was his way of welcoming me.
How do
Yeah.
the coins work versus actual money on here?
Um, coins. So what happens is for every week you're on, they give you a certain amount of coins that are free. You can also purchase coins, and we're doing a promotion this month. Yuki came up with it, and on the 24th, a whole bunch of us are buying $20 worth. And what's going to happen is that's just going to spread around. It's like when you get a check from the government, people never save that money; they go out and spend it. So it benefits everybody, and that's what's going to happen on here on Haps on the 24th. Everyone's gonna that I know within my inner circle is buying $20 worth of coins. There are individuals that buy $100 worth of coins a month and look at it as a social event. Instead of going and dropping $100 at a bar for the month, they're supporting all the broadcasters that they love because we all want to stay warm, dry, fed.
So they
Do you have
give
any questions?
coins. Do I
Go
know?
ahead.
They give coins to people that they like. Is that what it is?
No, you get coins for everything that you do. So for every week that you're on and every consecutive, the company gives you coins. Oh, thank you, Lady Sunshine. Yeah. If you can, just tell Yuki that you're doing it, but on the 24th, just purchase them. But she'll put you on the list. And that way it just makes it more fun. But originally she wanted to get 25 people, and I said we should be able to get 50 to 100, no problem.
Hey,
Um,
Kristen.
yeah. See, and that's how you do it. you know so everybody, this is a friend of mine that him and I became friends through Twitter. He's a big personality like myself. We got two alpha males in here. uh, he's got a mind-blowing setup, and he is a social media guy. He's kind of I would say you're a cross between me and my buddy Hans Ekman, and that is a perfect combination on here. So if you stick to this, I can see you doing very well. This will help your brand. It'll
You'll have to
humanize
shoot me
you.
off Hans's information because I don't know if I've come across him yet.
What's that?
I said you'll have to shoot me off Hans's information so that I can say hello to him sometime.
Well, all you have to do is just put here. I'll do it here. I'll say hello to him in the comments.
Okay.
Uh, um, he is. I call him the human Google. Like you ask him anything, and he's got instant information. And if he doesn't, which is rare, um, him and I, when we do shows, work great because I'm kind of the Flash and he's the Imp as the information. I'm the Dazzle, right? He's the donut. I'm the sprinkle. Whatever you want. Yeah, yeah.
You're going to give James all sorts of fodder for making fun of you with all those.
Oh, I know. I love James. James is one of my favorite people. James one night, I think, gave me $50 in 20 cents, and he just filled the screen with 20 cents, 20 cents, 20 cents, 20 cents, 20 cents. Nobody could comment. 20 cents, 20 cents.
Now, in real coins or in money?
It's money. The coin is money. So
Okay, so
there's
the coins are just your money.
They're money. They're show me the money. The only
Okay.
problem with the coins is if you buy $100 worth of coins, it's not $100 worth of coins. Parts of it go to Haps. If you go on your Apple app, they get a portion. So your $100 worth of coins might equate to $40. So you got to be careful. If you buy them directly through your internet provider here on Haps, I think it works out to being a little. So $100 is really like $50. Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's a way for them to sustain the platform. They also give coins when you do certain things. Like there's a whole bunch of different goals you have to go. So once you've been on here a certain amount of days consecutively and made a video consecutively, they give you coins to give other people. You can't cash those coins, but you can share the wealth.
So let me ask you this: when it comes to the actual commenting, where you can like put up, say, a comment or a picture, it says that it's disabled right now and only available for certain people. Is that something that's for VIPs, or has that been taken away from a bunch of people, or How's that work?
What do you mean? Explain.
So,
You can't put pictures up?
well, I can't. I don't know if other people can't as
Okay,
well.
can you do me a favor? Just
Yeah.
go into the invite where you saw me. Give me director controls. It's just a little picture, like a little check mark. So go into your director controls.
Director controls. I don't see that.
So all you got to do is look at where it says invite. Have you seen where the people you've invited? There should be a
Okay.
little box. Click on that. Then you'll see me. I should be the only person in there, and there'll be another little box. Oh,
Yeah, I don't see that.
that's weird. Come see, and here's the other thing too. I run Linux on here instead of Windows, and I think I get a little different experience. You are on Chrome, right?
I am on Chrome.
Okay, because I think it only runs on Chrome. But I want to do a show in the future with you, me, and Hans.
Okay.
That's been my goal since I've asked you to do that. I was plotting that in my head. Yeah. Can you pop me back on the screen? You just have to click me on from. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so we'll figure it out one day, maybe when. But your invite thing, and maybe you're right. Maybe you get certain controls or something, but I can play it. I think it's a glitch. To be honest with you, here I'm gonna see if I can get one. Have you talked to the Haps people at all?
No, I haven't talked to anybody other than you.
They not been in your broadcast?
No.
I'm just gonna put. So what you do is you put Pablo in here, and I just put need help. Maybe he'll come up. But it is Sunday. So when I first came on, almost every broadcast for the first few weeks, they came in. They were
Oh.
watching me, and I think it's because Randy warned them and said Michael's a little nutty. You might want to keep an eye on him. He's going to be a spiritual woo woo.
So
So
up at the top where it says live chats, and I look
yes,
and I click on the. Well, I guess I can't click on the actual eyeball, but that means 53 people are watching. Is that correct?
yeah, 53 people are watching now. Here's the wonderful thing about Haps. Tomorrow, once people see it on my network, you'll get the lowest you'll probably get is 300. You and I could come on here and make fart noises for 5 minutes, and by tomorrow, we could do that if you want. We could do array of different sound effects. Oh yeah, boom boom. We could do that kind of thing for 20 minutes. Who loves you, daddy? Like you could do that, and we would still get 300 views. Now, here's the thing: we did some content, Randy and I, that it was embarrassing to me, like not good content, like it was painful. We have 5,000 views on those.
Lady Sunshine says she's out if you do that show. So
It's not a glitch. Oh, explain, Lady Sunshine. So certain people have controls. I didn't know this. This is new to me.
should I bring her on?
Sure, why not? If you bring James up, it'll get crazy fast, but he has a lot of information. The other thing is too, if someone drives you nuts, you rush and flush them. You can
Rush
easily.
and flush.
Yeah, that's what I used to do with James when he used to go nuts, because he would come on and talk about our fearless leader at the time. A man that had kind of Cheeto hair.
Ah,
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
See me?
I can. Yeah, I can hear. I can't see you, but that's okay.
Okay, let's see.
There you go. One of
Hold
the
on,
bright
let me
one of
turn
the
it back
bright
around for you.
lights on Haps today, Lady Sunshine. Now, what's LV
Hello,
mean?
hello. Las Vegas.
Okay, I love it. So it's not a glitch. Explain that to me. So
It's not. Yeah, so Haps needs to know what type of content Wes is going to create. And then once they approve it, then you'll be able to post photos. So
okay.
that probably take, depending how often you post, maybe a week or two, but
Yeah.
they'll
I'll
approve you,
uh I'll
and then
talk
you'll be
to
good.
them on Monday. We'll see how quickly we can get it. I didn't know this. See, I was very spoiled when I came
Okay.
on. So right from the and I think that was because of Randy. So how has your HAPS experience been so far?
It's been interesting. It's all love. I do the sunrises. So Mike is
Yes.
I'm usually in and out within the hour, depending if I do that during the week, and
Yeah.
I do a few minutes. And when I first got in, I was going to broadcast or share with you, hop on, and my camera froze. I was in Houston.
Yeah.
That was in March, I believe. So, so finally, I get to see your face,
Well,
your
thank you.
face
Well,
now.
thank you.
So,
Yeah.
hi, Wes. How are you?
I am great. I'm jealous of
But
you
it's
being
good.
in Las Vegas. It's such a great town.
It's a beautiful day out here, and it's yes, great city. When finish, coming in if you're new and you're enjoying everything that Las Vegas has to offer, and then venture off the strip. But yeah, there's a beautiful sightseeing experience you
Can
can take a
can
part
I
of.
ask you a personal question? Is that okay?
Mhm.
Okay. What?
Go
And
ahead,
I
Mike.
and I asked you. People always get worried when I do this. So what I'm wondering is, what is your personal goal here on HAPS? Because you are a very unique brand, kind of out there like I am. So we both have our toe in the
Yeah,
woo pond. You can look that up if you
yeah.
want, folks. Sam, toe in the woo pond.
You know, toe in the whoop on. I'm growing. I'm learning. I
Yeah,
just really continue spreading love and light. I think what happens is when it grows, it grows.
yeah.
I do photography as well. I'm very busy. So this is my decompressing time, take time to ground center balance in the morning. It's 1 hour and just have like minded haps viewers and wherever I'm streaming enjoy it.
Well,
Um, and then if
I
it
knew
grows
you were
because I road
exceptional.
manage and
I knew you were exceptional because Randy promoted you right away, and I was like, because he never does that. So I thought,
oh
okay.
no,
So I went.
Randy,
I went.
he's funny.
Well, he's a loose cannon. By the way, Wes, you've
Yes,
been
he
warned.
is.
You've been warned. Yeah, you
Yes.
don't know what's coming out of Randy's mouth. Yeah, it's kind of like James, but um, I think the funniest story I can remember of Randy when I first met him was he had to go to the washroom, and back then he used to have 5,000 viewers during a show. So he kept messaging me, "You got to come up now. You got to come up now." And I was like, "Why? I'm working." And he goes, "No, I mean like in the next 2 minutes." I was like, "Okay." So I went up and he went, "Here's the Woo Man, and he's kind of a cross between Robin Williams and Mrs. Doubtfire. Michael, enjoy the show." Oh my God, there must have been 100 comments coming down. They're all asking me where Randy went, who the hell I am. And he took off for like 5 minutes, did his business, and came back and went, "How'd it go, Mike?"
How did it go?
Not well. Not at all. I tried my best. Yeah. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
strange. They thought it was a joke, and yeah. But yeah, a lot of those people that attacked me that day are now part of my family here. So
See,
yeah.
I love the
that's how that
sounds in
works.
the background, the outside, the birds and whatnot. Sounds great.
Yeah, just being out here in nature, it's just nice. It's welcoming, just connecting. And but my first name is London, so if you ever, I'm okay sharing my name. I'm not one of the
London?
ones that hide behind. Yes, it is
Yeah. My
my
real name
profile
is
name.
my real name is Paris, and
But
yeah, my middle name is Hilton. I don't tell many people that.
it's,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not Mike. Okay.
No, no, that's just an
See, and I was gonna
alias.
send you.
Yeah, that
This as
drives me
long as the
crazy
coins
when
get to
people.
your bank.
Yeah, it's going to screw up my whole flow here. But I want I really do want the Bitcoin. So I'm waiting, and I've been bugging them to have it as an
Yeah.
option I can get paid. Because what I want to do is not think about it and leave it for like 10 years
Mhm.
and have it as
That'd be nice.
a hope bank. Like, okay, Wes, imagine every dollar you ever got back, from half the money you ever spent on fast food, half the money you ever spent on alcohol, whatever your vice is, and it went in Bitcoin 10 years ago. Yeah, you would not be on Haps right now with me. I don't know what you'd be doing, but you wouldn't be on Haps. That's for
If
sure.
I had the money that I've spent on fast food, I
Yeah.
would be sitting on a
That's-
beach with a telephone that every time it rang, I would just pick it up and say no and put it back down.
But here's the thing. Imagine if you took half the money you blew on entertainment and had bought Bitcoin, anything, 10 years ago, something would have hit. And that's kind of what I want to do on here. Once I heard people on Blab were paid in Ethereum and they sold it at 32, and when they got paid at 16 and thought they won the lottery, I just realized it's worth 2,500 now. And that was 6 years ago. Ouch.
Yeah, they say that
Well,
the first
Bitcoins
pizza
are at 30.
that was bought with it was
What's that?
the first pizza that was purchased with it. There was 2 pizzas, and if
Yeah.
you take the slices, it was like $2 million a slice. Is what it was. What it'd be.
Yeah, well, that's a good pizza. You don't like Bitcoin, London?
Oh no, I'm absolutely involved in cryptocurrency.
Okay.
I'm all for it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I think we're headed into where we'll have maybe one currency by the time they bury me. I think that's where it's headed. And I think that's why people like Bitcoin. But it got a bad rap because of the darknet at the beginning, right? They were doing shady stuff, payment. But you can't stop what
Right.
people do with money.
No.
Yeah.
So, London,
Not
do
with
you
Bitcoin. Not
mine
with
it,
crypto.
or do you just have an interest in it?
An interest.
Okay.
Yeah. I just purchase different currencies. And then I work with the stock market. So that's my corporate job.
So, Wes, what I would do is I would tell them that you're doing a business focused show, and they'll be all over you. And I'll also tell them about you, and that might be enough. So
I appreciate
So
that.
what will
I
be the
was
content?
what was that, London?
Wes, what would be the content? Like what is your audience that you're going to pull? Is it going to be business or
Well,
a mixture?
London, I haven't completely decided exactly what I'm going to go for. I do a lot of consulting in the form of podcasting and video and other things, but what I was thinking about doing was possibly some sort of almost a motivation, for people doing marketing for themselves first, as opposed to saying that, you know, uh, let's say you're a Avon lady, just as an example. Instead of promoting Avon and being Avon, being whatever your name is, it just so happens you market Avon. Because I don't think a lot of people do that. They very few people, brand themselves first, and then what ends up happening invariably is when whatever it is that they're marketing either goes by the wayside or they leave it, they have to completely reinvent themselves, and they don't do it by reinventing themselves. They jump back in, and now they're that company. And I'd like people to
Right.
do the opposite. So it's going to be something around that.
if you want to talk about Bitcoin at all, James is not an expert, but an enthusiast. He loves it, and he will be calm if you talk about that. If you talk about anything else, I wish you well. But he is very passionate about that.
Nice.
No, he told me if Shiba goes to 8 cents, he's going to build me a shed in the backyard of his wonderful property that I can live in. So I think I have a long wait. And then he reneged and said, "No, I meant the birdhouse." And it's not been as rosy an offer for me since. He said he's going to shrink me and put me inside the birdhouse. So this is all true, by the way.
Are you a photographer by profession or just by hobby?
Profession. I also do that as well. So I have my own business
Oh,
under
that's
London
awesome.
Art Photography.
That's great.
Yeah.
Wes, can you do us a favor and just hit grid? Hit grid.
Okay.
Yeah, you see where it's got? Yeah, hit that one. Ta-da! This is better. Thank you.
Like Mike directing over there.
Control freak. That's my problem.
But Mike, ultimately, the sky's the limit. Wherever HAPS is and this is going to go. I used to Periscope, so this is not my first time broadcasting. So I've been doing it for over 6 years.
Yeah,
But the
I've been
audience, yeah, it continues to grow. Yeah.
I used to be a radio guy, so I did that for a little bit. I was a disc jockey for years. I've been doing the spiritual thing, oh my God, since 2010. Not well, but doing it. And I've been doing spiritual stuff on Twitter for, I think, since 2009. But
Awesome.
yeah, you are a light of hope here. Like, we need more people like you. And Wes, we need 1,000 Wes. That's the problem. I don't know if there is 1,000 Wes, but
Oh, I'm sure there's probably more than that. So I appreciate the compliment, but I'm sure there's a lot of people
I
out
know.
there
Thank you.
that want to do something like this. But I agree. London, you're people that have got like a positive attitude and putting stuff out and share nature and all the stuff that you're doing just right now. Heck, there's probably people that would listen to you talk just to hear the background.
well, if you
Yeah.
watch
Or
her,
they don't want me to talk.
well, the other day, what was it? You had a hummingbird you were trying to capture in one of the trees.
They're like, let me listen to the background. Did I lose you all? Okay, we're back a little bit. Am I frozen?
No, you're
Yeah.
back. You're back. The phone, by the way, is not
Okay.
stable. It's the app needs major
Okay.
work. It's not her fault. I was panic stricken on the phone app. I really was, because it was doing so many weird things. Where the computer is stable, you've done both, right?
For me, I usually don't do the computer. I broadcast primarily from my mobile.
Well, you do really well considering.
Now, is
But
it
you,
Lorenzo
Yeah, I've
that
been working
does
with Pablo.
the walks?
Repeat that.
Is it Lorenzo Garza that does the spiritual walks, or am I wrong about that?
yeah, I don't know that
I'm
name.
not. I'm not quite sure.
Okay, because
I'm
there
gonna
was
have
a
to go check
gentleman
them
on
out.
the other morning that he was walking and talking to me at the same
You're
time.
talking Walt. You're talking Walt.
Oh, was it Walt? Okay.
Is it
Walt,
Walt?
yes, the
Yeah.
beloved Walt. Yes, with Teddy. It's Teddy and Walt in the morning and the
Okay,
afternoon.
that's probably who it
Yes.
was
Yes.
then.
Yeah, Walt is superhuman on Haps. He's considered a god. He's a god status.
It's
He's a
awesome.
great guy.
Yeah.
I've only ever had him on my show maybe 15, 20 times where he's been behind the computer. He doesn't feel comfortable being just on the camera. He likes to be in nature. So everybody has their thing. I think you have to be
I'm not
brave.
gonna. You do have to be brave, and I'm not gonna prolong you all. Enjoying each other. Thanks for bringing me up. I'm going to take a leave, and Mike, I'll be on yours soon. But thank you for having me, Wes and Mike.
Nice meeting you, London. Have a great day.
Okay.
London, in the future,
You do as well.
I want to do a woo broadcast with you. We'll go down the spiritual path together. You open?
We'll go down the woo. I'm open.
All right, we'll do it. We'll bring
All
the
right.
hummingbirds. All right, all right.
Bye,
We'll bring
London.
the hummingbirds. Until next time. Bye now.
Bye bye. What a sweet soul. Yes. So, are you open to bringing James up for a sec? Did you invite him?
I did, I think, but let me
James,
look.
James says we're all gods. Well, that's good, James. Have you enjoyed yourself today, sir?
I have. Let me see here. Subscribe to user. No, I absolutely have. Just a little bit of information that you've provided so far, Michael. I'm really excited about the platform.
Well, I'm honestly very happy that you're here. I felt like I don't usually go into LinkedIn and say you need to join HAPS, but I saw you on again, and I went, this is not coincidence. And I've been bugging a couple of other people who I feel would be a good fit, but there is a bit of a flow to it that's unique. And like I was saying, Hans would be a better person to describe, because for him, he wants content. and he wants rich content, business minded. He'll occasionally go on my show, but I think the looniness of my show sends him through the roof. I think James is trying to get up. Okay. All right. He's buddy. How you doing? Introduce yourself, shamelessly plug yourself, and introduce yourself to Wes.
Good morning, Wes. My name's James. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. We're actually neighbors here, James. I'm over in Ohio.
Oh, you're in Ohio?
Yeah.
So is Takara. Takara's in Ohio too, I think. She does this. She's the queen of Uno.
Yes,
game?
you were on her show last night.
That was the first time I did Uno. I bought a deck. That
Yeah.
was fun. That was really fun. You guys should try it out. We had 7 people going. We could have used one more. We had a full slot.
Wes, if you ever want to adjust the volume of the patron in it, you just go to where there's squares. There's a little circle above. You click that, and then you can adjust the volume of them. Because sometimes I find with James, I usually turn him up a little bit, even though he.
Is it because I'm on my Mac now, not my phone? Is it better?
Okay. It is better.
I just turned him up.
Yeah, I can tell. I feel like we're getting the full essence of the man right now. There you go. So a lot of people are panicking about crypto right now. What is your...
Why? Ask yourself, why are you panicking?
I'm not. I'm saying...
I know you're not, but I mean, when people are panicking, why?
They see their money being flushed down a toilet in their head.
Why? Did they think that they were going to get in cryptocurrency to make a fast buck?
Yeah, see, that's not the way to do it.
If you want to make a fast buck, go to the gas station, get a scratch-off ticket. Go to Vegas, where London is, and go play the roulette table. There's your fast buck.
Do you have any tips? Because you've been doing the mobile thing for a while. I've only do the computer thing. Do you have some tips for people who are new to Haps like Wes?
On the mobile?
Yeah, on the mobile, if he tries the mobile.
Well, I've only done the mobile until just recently. And I just this morning, I was able to finally get because I accidentally blocked my camera and I couldn't unblock it. Remember that? I was going through that?
Yeah.
So this morning I was able to, I was doing tests. I was able to rectify that issue. No, the mobile is fine. It's just you're limited on the options that you can do on a computer.
Mm-hmm.
But I like it. I do it. I do the mobile every time on my workout broadcast. But I put it on a tripod mount. So I don't have the shaky hand or whatever.
So Wes, what are some of your goals on here? Are you starting to formulate what you can maybe use this for? I think this would be great for your clients.
Did Wes? Is this your first day? Did you just get on the Haps now?
Day 6.
Day 6?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, are you from past platforms like Periscope or Blab or
I did
Buster?
Blab.
Remember
I did
Buster?
Periscope. I've done, about every incarnation of something. That's why I was really surprised.
Yeah, then
when Mike
you'll
mentioned-
definitely enjoy this one.
Yeah, I had never heard of it, which is weird. A couple of people I told it to, they said, yeah, I tried that for a while and it wasn't for me. So I'm assuming they probably saw the earlier incarnation of Haps, maybe.
Yeah. I wonder why, because what this platform is only enhanced versions of previous platforms, and the ability to bring in other people or go on somebody else's broadcast and do what we're doing now, like Zoom call, and then interact. Like what Michael does a lot is bring in downloads from his computer so that he can share his screen and that kind of stuff. People get elaborate with the green screen options and things like that, which I need to learn. You know what? I wish there was like a Haps for Dummies book or pamphlet that you can get where you can kind of the ins and outs of how to navigate, especially on the computer with all the options and stuff. Because I think that would be beneficial, especially for me, because I'm a user of a computer. I'm not like super tech savvy, but but I wanna do some fun stuff where I have like the background and stuff. I'm even thinking about maybe doing a you know, like a crypto hour or a crypto
Yes.
moment, you know, and
Yeah.
then and have some kind of and make some kind of cool like intro to it, and then invite some guests, and then just you know, I think more people need to be comfortable with the platform of cryptocurrency and get educated on it, and 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 there's not and you know, we always have to say this, right? In the medical industry and in financial industry, we always have to say, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a medical professional. You know, do invest or do take medical advice at your own risk, right? Because nobody wants to get a lawsuit or anything like that. But it's encouraging. There's so many people that I listen to, I read about and stuff that aren't professionals, but are very knowledgeable in the space. And that's how we all learn. Just like what Michael is doing right now with you. He's trying to help you navigate and learn. And we all need that. And it's great, like this community here on HAPS, because for the most part, most of us encourage each other and want to help each other and all that kind of stuff, right? And every once in a while, you get some knuckleheads that you need to block, you know. But it is.
I have a thought just for a sec, so this is important. So there's a guy there, Ari, and a guy there in the comments that are perfectly suited to you, Wes. They're your wheelhouse. They're guys that I work with who make their living similar. You know, yeah, you'll vibe. Your vibe is they'll be your tribe. So Ari, I just said hello. Randy's nuts. He is in the same field, but you never know what Randy's going to say. I'm warning you.
I'm just going through the comments. I have a problem sometimes when I get on a broadcast of ignoring the comments.
We were just talking about that. Wes says, "What am I supposed to do?"
It's
And
because I get into looking at you too and communicating, and then it's hard to look away, you know. And then, but you know, I think what people do is after you have take a little pause, like maybe interject. Everybody has a little conversation, then maybe pause, and then all right, let's see what people are saying, right?
Yes.
And you do that sometimes, or you have somebody else on your broadcast that you make volunteer.
Yeah, and then I feel guilty. I feel guilty because there's 100 comments when it gets going, and this is nothing without them.
Absolutely, and you know what? And I wish people would not be so
windy, buddy.
I wish people would not be so sensitive if they feel like, oh, you're ignoring me. I said hi 3 times or whatever. People don't look just at the comments, you know. They're looking at the screen. Right?
Vanita's here. Vanita's wild too.
I was in her broadcast. She's at work. Hey, Vanita, you just got to work. What are you doing on here? You should be working.
But as you can see, it's super social. I love what he said. It's like the cooler chat, the water cooler chat.
Yeah,
so
it's very much like that. And just to let you know too, James, what I was talking to Michael about was on some of the other platforms that I'm on, there'll be somebody having a show, and the show isn't about interviewing or like a water cooler. That they'll come on and they'll say, "I've got a very important thing that we have to talk about. It has to stop," and then they'll go, "Now, my friend sent me this message," and then he'll go, "Oh, hi, Anita. It's been forever since I've seen you." Now,
right.
when I was talking to him, what he said was, "Oh, hey, James," and they never get to the point, and I'm like, man, just get to the point and then say hi. Don't keep doing the cliffhanger on me. It's like the old news that they'd say there's something in your dog's food that's going to kill him. News at 11, and it's like, what? Tell me now. Yeah.
But Wes, you know what I think? I think a lot of us, I'll speak for myself, but I believe a lot of us feel since COVID-19, we realized. I hope most of us realize what's really important, and work is not more important than yourself and your family. You should strive to work harder on yourself than you do at your job. And so what you're just talking about, when people interact with other people, and you say you're having a conversation with a coworker and you're talking work, and then somebody, you know, you have that squirrel moment because somebody walks by, and you're like, oh yeah, blah blah blah. I remember we did it. I think that stuff's more important. You know,
Is
Way more important.
OCD and squirrel moment the same thing?
Could be,
I think it's
Okay, yeah,
kind
okay.
of sort of,
Just
yeah.
shiny ball.
right?
Yeah, yeah, I get it.
But don't you guys feel like since COVID, didn't that really open your eyes to what's really important? Didn't it force you to kind of take a break of the chaos rat race that a lot of us are in, and just take a pause and like reevaluate your situation and kind of redesign your future because because of what
Yeah.
happened?
Let's ask Wes because we'll hijack his broadcast. Wes,
Oh, I
since
don't mind you guys talking at all.
since the
I
hard
had a
reset, that's what they're calling it, by the way, the hard reset. What have you changed in the way that you view your life?
well, I had a very very odd situation happen, guys. That I hate to crow about this because it's not what happened to most people. But in my consulting world, I work for a tape company and sign company that does COVID signs and tape. So of all the places that I could have fell backwards into, it didn't actually change for me. It actually got better, because they were printing up, all the different signs, stand here and, wash your hands and cover your mouth and wear a mask and all the above. So it was a little different for me than others. But the thing that I noticed the most was the Zooms and the StreamYards and now Haps and all the things that were popping up. And I think what's going to happen now is because people are starting to go back to work, the people that are doing that we're doing that are going to lessen by an insane amount, and the people that are left are going to be the people that can really take advantage of this. I don't know what you guys think about that, but that's what I see happening.
So I have a question, James. Thank you
Yeah.
for showing respect to Vanita. We should explain this to him. So if you see the comment in red, only the person you're sending it to sees that comment.
You know,
It's
I was
not-
just going to comment. How do I unprivate it? I didn't mean to have it on private. So
Well,
do I
there-
click the box?
I don't see it on his screen. I don't think it's
Oh,
available.
all right. All you do is you click the lock. All right, I unprivate. Private.
You
Okay.
did it? Okay.
All right, there we go. I undid it.
I
But
was wondering about that.
once you find your rhythm on here, you'd be amazed at what you can do. And once they give you all the freedoms to put pictures and videos, you're gonna love this. This will catapult this experience to a whole new level for US. And
That's
I think you're
interesting. What London said, that they don't allow you to have a certain amount of freedoms until you're at a certain trustworthiness, right?
that's true.
I didn't know
And
that
yet-
until today.
Yeah. Unless how's their like you can do whatever you want, James. So
Can I?
I don't know.
I
I don't know. Oh, I'm asking. So if they're letting James do it, the bar's not that high.
No, because I got an email from Hap saying that we're going to give you a bunch of coins to keep your clothes on.
Yeah. And was it enough? You're gonna have to explain that comment.
I don't know. You're gonna have to wait and tune into my workouts during the week.
He does a workout in the morning, and when he gets hot, he takes his shirt off. And there's a bunch of old senior ladies that are having heart palpitations.
I should have my
Right now,
broadcast
I would
in
be
the
leaving
old
my
folks'
shirt
homes as a workout. Oh, I should do like sweating to the oldies Hap style for the old folks' homes, right?
You should do a tribute to Richard Simmons.
Oh, get the wig, get the
Yeah.
bandana, and then get the
Yeah.
like that jumpsuit. Didn't he wear like some kind of
Yeah.
crazy like
Tights.
Tights.
Right,
It was
right in the
like the
crotch
old
area.
wrestling.
Yeah.
the old
Very
wrestling tights.
small shorts.
Yes. Short shorts. That's right. He
They
did.
left
That's-
very,
yeah.
very, very little to the imagination.
Yeah.
Yes. Especially when he was doing splits, but we'll leave that alone.
I know. Well, I think he also is half black, like I am. Just from the way.
Really?
But I'm
bump. Okay, let's keep it clean. Oh my.
I'm kidding.
You know what? You can be sued for false advertisement. I know that, right?
Hey, it's their word against mine.
All right. So, how do you want to wrap this up, Wes? We're coming up to an hour here.
Well, I did have one question, and I've done this a couple times, and hopefully it is allowed. Are you allowed to send people or suggest that people go to like your website or something like that, or is that a
Yeah,
no-no?
of course.
Of course, you can promote.
Absolutely.
You're talking to the king of promotions down there, Mr. Michael.
Yeah, no, make a little video, play the little video once you get it doing, promote the hell out and send me the video and then I can put it on the morning show. Just don't make it too long. Well, the next 35 minutes is the wonder of Wes. I've decided 35 seconds is enough. Thank you.
It's like SpongeBob when it goes 5 hours later. Yep, we're still learning about Wes.
Yes, well, on my 751st day on the planet, this is what I did.
Yeah, no, I don't have any other questions. I appreciate you guys popping on and giving me a little bit of information about it because I was a little taken back, at some of the things. Hell, I just figured out how to go from vertical to horizontal. So
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. So let's do this together. Go to PIP, PIP, hit that one. Okay. So now you're the main dude, but let's say you wanted James to be the main guy. Underneath it has like a number 1.
yes.
So hit that. You see where James is in the box in the studio. There's like I think it's a number 1. You just click that.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. And now he's in the main position. So if he was talking about him taking his clothes off and Hap's willing to pay him to stop, I would put him in that position.
That's awesome. This is something that, to use a bad word that, maybe Haps doesn't like, but
It's coffee, by the way. Just in case you're wondering, it's coffee.
I use StreamYard for a lot of stuff, and they don't have this. So that is a really neat function.
Yeah, and the other thing is too, if you click on one of the comments, let's say there was a comment you like, you click on that user, and there's a whole bunch of different things you could do, and you can present that comment. So let's say you wanted to highlight that James was going to do a semi-nude show tomorrow. You could click that and put it in. Or
the
let's see.
motorcycle gang is going by.
No way. Are they coming by for their payment?
Yep.
Yeah.
Rent's due. My protection is due. I got to pay to
Gratitude. So Wes, we always end our shows when we do them with what are you currently grateful for? That's in my broadcast. You should come up with something that you do. Whatever you feel. But it's nice if you end it the same way every time if you can, especially if it's business.
I'm grateful for the exact same thing every day of my life, Michael, and that is my beloved oxygen habit. So that is the big one every day.
So as long as you wake up, there's hope. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. If I'm above the ground, life is good.
Now, I think James was trying to tell you earlier that if you have a half decent computer, you can have easily 6 people. The only problem with 6 people, you can't get 6 people to listen to each other. They end up
Well, you
talking.
can mute them.
You can mute them, but you piss them off. And then you have certain people who will unmute themselves repeatedly. Who did that?
Who does that?
We're talking our own life here.
I was keeping you on your toes, Michael. How fast can Michael? Damn it, he's on mute again.
I must have hit that mute button 50 times.
Oh, you know what you made me think of? Do you remember you and Colin were doing a broadcast and I was on,
Yes.
and it was late night, and then I said my farewells and I went down and I was getting ready for bed, and then I go and check my phone and I see, because you were saying, oh, we're ending, and so everybody kind of did their gratitude and everything.
Yeah.
But you and Colin were still probably on for like another hour playing music and chit-chatting.
I think we got tired of hitting the mute button.
No, and I was off though. I got off. So I was about to go to bed and I look and I see, I'm like, what are they still doing on? He said he was getting off like an hour ago or whatever,
I saw that comment.
Yeah. So then I go and I saw that I could still get on the broadcast.
Yeah.
So I went on the broadcast and I did like the you remember Ferris Bueller when at the end when they're doing the credits for a little bit and then all of a sudden it cuts, he's in the shower and he's like this, he's like, what are you guys still doing here? It's over. The movie's over. What are you doing here? Bye. And I did that. And then I left. And then you were, because you had music, and you're like, Colin, was James just there?
I do remember that moment. Yeah. You were up to no good. So what do you think of the platform so far, Wes? And we love the community, as you can tell.
I really dig it. It's nice. Like I said, I do a lot of promotion for people behind the scenes, where I'm the director on StreamYard, and I dig this. You know, it's really not hard to kind of watch the stuff. It's nice to know the different grid things and whatnot, and yeah, I really like this.
Good. Are you kind of formatting in your head right now some ways that you can use this?
Yeah, I'm thinking of all sorts of ideas. I really didn't think about the videos that you were talking about. I see over here on uploaded the intro broadcast countdown and whatnot. So
Yeah.
you can add videos to that and play
Yes.
them.
So
Okay, yeah.
you can do that. So you have a picture, you can add it into the upload. You should have, I think you should have in yours where it says upload.
Yeah, it
Michael,
says upload image or video. The only thing that I don't have is when HAPS is not live and you have a choice of going into like the I won't even pretend to tell you what it is, but I guess it's like the ongoing HAPS, that the view of people that I have that I've added and that I've subscribed to.
Yeah.
One of the things that I could do was go in and do a comment or I guess a picture or just a comment. And when I clicked on that, that's where it said, "Not yet. This has been disabled for you." So, but it'll
Weird.
probably come back to me here in maybe a day or two.
Good. Well, if I end up seeing Mark, I'll put a plug in for you too. But I think this video will help.
Michael, can you explain to Wes and other people who are learning too on the computer aspect, what on the left where it says comments and it says notifiers, takeovers, and settings? What
So-
are the notifiers and the takeovers? What how do we use that? What is that for?
Yeah, I don't want to really go. I don't want to go into that. But the settings part will, if you click on that, Wes, you'll see where you can calibrate your server. So if you have it's glitchy, or if you want to circulate the main window. So here's what happens if I screw up. If I put a music video up and I forget to take it out of the window, every time I refresh the screen, that video will play, and I have no way to have access to it. So I have to go into the settings and recirculate the screen. Or if it's really bad, I have to recirculate the server. I'm not sure what it says in the comments because I can't look at it. At least I don't think I can. I don't think I can touch it because I don't have controls. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. I'm just seeing hashtag and yeah.
So far as Facebook as a destination, can you only go to your page and a profile, or can you also go to a group?
If you're looking right now, you see where it says your broadcast running, and let's say that you wanted to have Facebook, you have to sign up in it. So there's a part that says you're multicasting. You have to set up each of them. The only ones that you can't do right now are Instagram. Can't do Instagram. I don't know why, but you can do Facebook. So it will be linked.
And you can go into a group, or just a page or your profile.
I don't know about the group part. That is a very good question, and other people have asked that, and I don't know if they got the answer they wanted.
Alexis just said that you can, but you have to be an admin.
Yes. Yeah, that might be true, which would be like Pablo or Peter or yeah. or administrate. I don't know. That's honestly beyond me. I don't really do groups on Facebook.
Thanks for that
Uh,
answer, by the way, Alexis.
yeah, good old Alexis.
I love when Alexis was on your broadcast and you said, "Oh, I can promote you and stuff." She's like, "I'm good. I'm good, Michael."
Well, my favorite is, I'll go. Alexa, what does the name West mean?
In England, the name West means West Meadow. In Germany, the name West means the West Meadow.
What?
So it means West Meadow. Alexa, what does the name James mean?
The name James is related to the biblical Jacob, with both derived from the Latin name Jacomus, which means supplanter.
He is definitely the planner. It should be the stir of the shitter. That's what should be in there. Alexa, can you change that? So, do you want to do gratitude before you go?
Who, me?
Yes.
Okay. You make me laugh, man. No, I'm
Alexa C, how are you? Good to see you. She is one of the top producers on here for cooking shows.
yes. And she says she doesn't remember that, and she wants all the promotions, except Michael's. But she's she's happy to be promoted by everybody else. No, I'm definitely grateful that I have the energy to accomplish this weekend a lot of honey-do lists.
Yes.
That my wife keeps presenting to me, because a little pet peeve of mine is I like to finish projects before I start new ones, but that doesn't seem to really flow with my wife. She's always excited to keep me busy. Let me give you more work to do.
Wes, you may want to invite Alexa C, and she's very level-headed, and sounds like she has a lot of information I don't have. So if she's willing to come up. The other thing we do too is every time someone comes up, we always let them promote themselves. It's kind of a way that we help each other. So we give them a few seconds. And like I said, you always have the option. If someone gets crazy, you can rush and flush them. And James, when he was doing his promotion of politics and I was uneasy, we did that a few times. But we worked through it later.
Because politics is a touchy subject, I guess.
Yeah.
I usually stay away from that in religion, and I'm a
Yeah.
pretty PC guy, so it's I can get salty in my real life, but online I keep it pretty good.
Oh, she says I'm walking out, if that's okay. I understand. All right. I don't know if that's a
She's
true
walking out of the
statement.
broadcast.
Yeah.
I think she's out walking, is what she said.
Oh.
Say that stir quality we talked about. There you go. That's just I'm moving. Yeah. To another channel.
Yeah.
And I just did it.
So do you?
Oh, I
guys
hate
have-
this thing. This want to be famous. That's a bot, by the way.
What
Stan.
is? There's bots now here. Oh, great! Remember how
That's-
many bots were on Periscope at the end? Oh my gosh!
Yeah. Well, that's Twitch. That's Twitch.
Do
Are
guys
you on
have
Twitch,
a,
sir?
Do you guys have a go-to like either YouTube site or a site that gives a crash course in how to use apps the best?
You know what? You can always Google it. I mean, you can always type that in the search in YouTube, because you never know. Some person could have done a tutorial.
Pablo's done several. So if you go to Haps TV on YouTube, he has several that he's done.
Okay.
But the truth is, just fiddle around with it. Go into the studio, pretend you're doing a broadcast, and just fiddle with the buttons. See what happens, and you'll figure. You're a smart guy. Yeah.
Trial and error.
If I can do it, Wes, you can do it. I believe in you.
I have
You can
no
do
fear
it.
of playing around and getting in there. I thought maybe you guys had a go-to that you really liked, but it sounds like Pablo is the one.
My go-to was me trying trial and error and just figuring it out. But maybe that's just me. Oh, we have Alexis here. See, I think she's there.
Oops.
Ta-da! See,
Here
there you go.
I am.
I
Yeah.
see
Okay.
it.
Guten
Can
Tag,
you
Fräulein.
So
explain what you were trying to explain in the comments? Thank you.
okay, so Facebook, you have to either create the group and be the admin in it, or be an admin. Somebody has to add you as an admin in that group. And so you have to go into your into the settings on here on HAPS. And every time you're added, like I do virtual parties, all right, and they're on Facebook in groups. And so each time I create a new group, I got to go into HAPS and uninstall the last ones that I don't want to be going into there, and then have pick the ones I want HAPS to say, okay, we're going to broadcast into that group. Okay, but you have to be either added as an admin or you are yourself the admin of that group.
So let me
Perfect.
ask you this, Alexis. Can you have more than one group going at a time in
Yes.
HAP? Okay, so
Yes.
okay,
Yes. So currently, I have when I broadcast my food, because food you can only make once. You can't recreate it, 4 times over or 6 times over. I currently have it being broadcast over to my business page, all right, into my VIP group, all right, which is associated to my Facebook business page, and also my profile. Now, when you if you broadcast to your business page, all right, you can actually, after your broadcast, go in and send it to any group that you're an admin of or that you want it to go into. That's another step around that you don't have to make sure that it's connected to HAPS. When you're an admin of the group, okay, you have to go into the settings, and way down the bottom it says add this app as an OK device. So that's the second step. So not only do you have to be the admin, you have to add HAPS to that those groups so that you can broadcast into it. That they're asking to add that app. All right. So that's a 2-step process. You just can't be an admin, and you have to add the HAPS app to the settings.
okay. That's great information. I really appreciate
Are you
that.
still there?
It's great to meet you as
Yeah,
well.
you're breaking up a bit, and that's the problem with the mobile app there. So just it happens.
Yeah. What happens?
It tends to pixelate. People fade in, fade out. You can't hear the like. I find we're not anywhere near the mobile app being seamless. If you're on the computer, it is breathtaking. It's fantastic. I think it's world class, if you ask me.
Yeah, you're also on your Wi-Fi at home when you're on your computer. However, I'm out and about, and I probably have my Wi-Fi circulating, and so you have to sort of turn off your Wi-Fi. And I forgot to do that before I came live on here.
Yeah, you're good again.
So if you turn off your Wi-Fi, you might get better reception on your iPhone, and then remember to turn it back on when you get home.
Well done.
I'm good again. Yeah, I'm in the shade too. On the Facebook part of it. Okay. When you go, also on Facebook, if you're trying to get your algorithms up, post questions that are really short and sweet, like, or say, post your last food picture. Where would you like to go on vacation? And if you go into your profile or any of the groups and just comment on at least 5 posts before you go live, your stream will be seen better. Okay, it's all about algorithms on Facebook, and it's a game. It's a total game. You don't know what they're going to show and what they're going to actually what is it called?
Strike.
All right, any other questions you have?
No, just what you're currently grateful for, and please plug yourself quickly, and we're going to end the broadcast soon.
Okay, well, my name is Alexis. I'm an independent consultant for Pampered Chef, and I do cooking streams here on HAPS. All the most of the tools I use are all Pampered Chef, and they're for sale. And you can spend your money and get some great tools in your kitchen, and they'll last you a lifetime. All right.
So, Alexa, if you want in the future,
or
make
you can host a party, get them for discount, or better yet,
Sorry,
you can
I
actually
don't
earn
know
money
that
by
one.
becoming a Pampered Chef consultant.
Okay. If you want to make up a little 30-second infomercial, I will play it on my morning show for you.
Oh, like a video? Send it to you?
Yeah.
Is that what
Yeah.
you
Just
want?
do a
Asking me?
30-second,
I am not very
here's the
pretty, so
one,
I'll be okay.
or up to
All
a
right,
minute,
I'll work
and
on
I'll
it.
play it for you. I'll play it in the morning, and that way
Okay.
it's
Yeah. Right.
cool.
Okay. Thank you so much, Michael. And Wes, nice meeting you. And James, I think that's the name on there. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, just reach out to me, okay? I'm happy to help you broadcast or shitty. I gotta go finish my walk.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So Wes, in that situation, you can go into the controls, and let's say she was screaming obscenities, you can drop her from the broadcast.
So
What do you
you've
got?
met the girls that interact with me then.
Okay. What are you doing there, James? What are you plugging? James is muted, by the way.
Did I mute him?
I don't know.
No.
He might,
I muted because I had a
Wind.
lot of wind and motorcycles driving by. Show me on the big screen. You got to see this. This is what we should be having this morning. You guys see that? Wait, hold on.
Is that a Bloody Mary?
Yeah, it's hard to get it in the camera.
Yeah, it's really hard. Yeah. But the great thing is, once you have rights to the pictures, you can put pictures up, you can put music up, you can put ads up, you can put whatever you want. So James,
There, is that better?
in the future, just when you're doing your own broadcast, have a whole bunch of pictures.
How do I put that? Where do I put those, Michael?
So what you got to do is, you see where it says uploads or uploaded. You basically just upload it on your screen. One day when we're in the green room together, I'll show you how to do all the stuff. We'll purposely go in the green room.
Does Pablo have the tutorial on YouTube about
Yes,
things
he
like
does.
that? All right,
Yes,
I'm gonna
he
check
does.
that out. I'll check that out then.
Yeah. So Wes, give some parting words.
Wow. I guess my parting words is I need to get myself into a YouTube with Watch Pablo and learn a little bit more about this, and then start going live and doing what you do, and bring other people on and help them the way you guys have helped me.
Yeah, well, but right now, just work on you, and develop some skills. You're doing amazing for your first 6 days, and pat yourself on the back. And I'm really glad to have you here. And welcome to Haps. We're blessed to have you.
Well, I'm glad to be here.
And not all relationships are like James and ours. How's my birdhouse looking?
And I have to correct you. I don't know if you saw it in the chat. It's not 8 cents anymore. It's 0.017 of a cent.
Oh, well, we have witnesses now. Yeah.
Just saying.
Yes.
No. And Michael, are you going to be on later on? Are you doing any more broadcast? Are you doing any broadcasts today?
Tonight.
What time?
Probably around 7, 8.
7, 8 your time, which is what is that in correlation to Central Standard Time?
No clue.
All right, what time is it right now for you?
Currently, it is what is it here? It is 1:09.
Oh, okay, so you're an hour ahead. All right, it's 12:09 here. All right, cool. So you're saying 7 to okay.
What's that?
Is James in Pennsylvania?
No, I'm in Illinois.
Oh, I said we were neighbors. It says PA next to your name.
No, it doesn't. Look at
Yeah, it does.
That's but what you see the suitcase?
No.
That's profession.
Oh, you're
right now. It says PA, no location. That's what it says in your thing, James.
No, my profile says Chicago, doesn't it?
No, but when I see you in the room right now, this is what it says: James, PA. It should be PO for pissed off, and no location. Mine says, yeah.
So where do you change that at to where you can show your location?
Here's the thing, which is really strange. Whatever server it ends up on, like sometimes I live in Toronto, sometimes I live in Kitchener, sometimes I live in Ottawa. It's whatever server it chooses.
Oh, okay.
apps. Yeah, and it hasn't done that recently, but for a while there, I would go live and go. I was in Ottawa, and I go, wow, that was amazing. How did I do that?
So when I told James that he was my neighbor, I took a complete stab in the dark. We are neighbors, but I thought it was Pennsylvania.
No, I'm in Illinois. Yeah, I wonder where that is. I'm
Huh.
looking on settings. Anywho,
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's because right now you're on your Apple device. You're not on your phone.
no, I'm on a Mac. I'm still on Apple. I'm on Apple products. I'm on a Mac or I'm on my iPhone.
Yeah. Well, it's registering you that. Yeah, it's okay. We'll talk about it later.
All right, cool.
So, wrap her up, Wes.
Thanks everybody for watching this stream. This is only day 6. Hope to see you for a bunch more.
All right.
Absolutely.
Click the button and we can talk in the green room. Okay.
Take care, everybody.
All right. See you later, guys.